Morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to farm ZF zombies as a mage solo. You can do this starting at level 42, but I would really recommend 43 to 44 before you get in here. It'll just save you so much time and be really, really easy. I did it at 42, but it was not enjoyable. A lot of learning, a lot of dismounting, a lot of struggle with that. But we are here, we got it down pat, so I'm going to teach you guys exactly how to do this the easiest way that I know how to. But before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire point of my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the very first thing you want to make sure that you have is a mount. You cannot do this without your mount. You will die a bajillion times, and it is very, very difficult. So upon hitting 40, make sure you have 100 gold or 90 gold. Go get your mount. After that, this is the spec we use, just a general AoE blizzard spec. Obviously your point totals might vary. Ice barrier down there, we don't go winter's chill. And then we're starting to the arcane to get arcane focus into arcane concentration to get clear casting, because anytime you get a clear cast, you're going to want to use your max rank blizzard. So that is the spec, that is the build, and now I'm going to show you the poles here to get to the graveyard. So we're going to make sure we have our frost armor up, we're going to put on mana shield, then we are going to go ahead and mount up, then we are going to run this way. What you want to do is sort of zigzag here. Depending on your level, you may or may not pull these, but you want to do your best to not pull them as late as possible. Anytime something hits you, you want to do your best to face it. That way, it has a way lesser chance of dazing you and knocking you off your mount. Then we're going to run up here, hang a sharp left, go up this hill, go down, look this sandcrawler in the eyes when it hits you, and then we're going to go down through here, run, jump, jump again, and then we are going to get right here, and then you are going to blink. You're going to look at the top part right here, and then you need to sit down if you're any race other than a female gnome. I think a female gnome does not have to sit down. Very weird, but everyone else will have to sit right here. I like to line myself up with this plaque, and then you will drop combat. The only thing that can be a little annoying are totems. So if you see totems anywhere within here, you're going to want to hit those and kill them. So next we are going to make sure our food is up and health. Then we are going to use our ice barrier and mana shield again, and we are going to mount up. Now the most important part about this is to make sure you go towards these witch doctors and do not pull that pack. Witch doctors will cast Shadow Bolt on you instead of getting hit by next, and you want to jump onto this, jump there, and leap, and then you can get right through there. You don't have to do that final jump, but it looks really cool to do it, so I encourage you to try. And then we make it through here. If you get dismounted at any time during here, you can still make it. Do not, under any circumstance, Frost Nova in this room. If you pull all the scarabs, you are going to have a very, very bad time. But once you're in this room, you're pretty much safe, and we are going to then run in here. If you don't think you're in... Okay, so we're in danger here, but if you're not in danger, you can go reset the boss. But I count that as danger because he dismounted me. But if you enter this room with your mount, you'll be fine. And then you jump into this little corner right here, come right here, and then the mobs will despawn. So that is how to get to the zombie room without aggroing anything or dying. So next I'm going to show you how to pull all the zombies and the killing phase of that. So I will see you then. Alrighty, so after you make it here, I'm going to show you this important part. So if you come in here mounted, you can do this without, but you're going to want to come right here and you're going to inch towards the witch doctor. And when you activate him, if he starts casting Shadow Bolt in combat, you need to reset immediately. Sometimes he does not do that, and you can just go to the area. And sometimes there can be a little extra add. So we have a blood drinker here. He can also have a rare spawn with him too. So it's very, very rare. This is actually the first time I've seen it, but you know, of course when we're recording the video, we have to do that. So after they reset, we're going to do the poll, so I'll see you then. Alright, so we are now ready for the live pull. You want to make sure that you do not go into these patrols. You want the patrols to keep going. There's one that'll come into this room over here, and there's one that'll keep going that way. Now, we do have 2 zombies pulled from when we initially did his little aggro, but what that aggro does is allow zombies to bound back and go into him. So I like to section it off into 3 sections. So we are going to go wide here, so we do not pull them and are not at a significant disadvantage here. We're going to make sure our ice barrier's up, our mana shield's up. We're going to make sure we have ice armor on, and we are going to grab these graves and start going. So as you see, the zombies are going to bound to him. You can loot the graves if you want, but it requires a lot more risk for very little reward. So as you saw, I was looting them by like stutter step clicking them and making sure we stop for a brief second. If you just spam click through them, you'll summon the zombies, but you won't get to loot, and the loot will despawn by the time you kill it. So this is the first checkpoint that you go to for the first section right there. You sit here and wait till the zombies run all the way back to the guy and their original spawn points. Then you're going to re-up ice barrier and mana shield. This is the hard one because of all the spawns, so I usually don't end up looting it all, but we just keep going like this, and we get this section here. And then you got to be careful, because once they start to get here, you do not want to get caught out. And then we're going to run right here. We're going to jump, get into the safe spot. Bam. You can use frost novas, you can use cone of coals, you can use anything you want. And another important note is if like they're looking at you like that and they're not despawning, you can jump up onto here, which is a tactic you're going to have to do anyway later. And then you can go up here until they reset. Now we're going to do the third section, which is going to be these right here. Once again, make sure you know that patrol over there is gone, and be very careful of this one, because if you pull this one, it can be a pain in the butt. So I'm going to come right here and try my best to open this grave without pulling that one. Then we're just going to go. Be very quick with these. Don't worry about the loot, because it is the shortest distance, so you have the highest chance to die. So we're frost novaing there just to be safe, and bam, easy peasy, we're up here. Now you're going to have to go up here for the next part, so we're going to do that while all of these reset. And this is the combat part, which can be very, very tedious and obnoxious, so I'm going to do my best to show you everything that you'll need to know about that. So I'll see you when we start it. Alrighty guys, so we are up here on top of the thing. The first thing you want to do is make sure you mount. You're going to jump up here, jump into that little corner, jump again, and you're going to dismount. You're going to make sure that you have your mage armor on, as well as arcane intellect, any buffs. Use scrolls that you have. Spirit scrolls are very helpful. And then I'm also going to be using greater mana pots, mana agates, mana jades, evocation, the full works. So we're going to put on our ice barrier. We're going to put on our mana shield. You're going to make sure you have rank 1 blizzard on your bar, because you're going to be using this a ton, as well as your max rank blizzard, no matter what level that is. Then we're going to cast rank 1 blizzard. The moment you do this is sort of a soft timer in order to get all the other zombies. If the boss pulls, do not worry about them. Just make sure you wand one of those guys right there, and then you're going to just keep running along this side. Do not run too quickly, otherwise those mobs will get there. Then you're going to want to make sure you blizzard that side, and then you're going to keep running right here, and you will wait and see, and these mobs are getting all the way over here, and you're going to want to then jump to this corner. Make sure you tag some of the mobs real quick, and then we're going to jump, and we're just going to keep doing this till we pull all the guys. Then we're going to keep using our blizzard here to make sure that once we have all the zombies, we're just going to blizzard them up. And this is where it gets really difficult, and you're going to want to try and clump them up. And you got to be careful of all the guys down below you, and you're going to want to just keep going back and forth like this till they are all nice and clumped up. So we're going to use blizzard here, and as you can see, the boss reset, so you definitely want to make sure he is reset, and then we just run back and forth till we hit our blizzards. There are 2 really good spots here. I like putting it up there and then making sure we clip that wall. Clipping that wall is huge, and you can take as much time as you need. So these are the 2 blizzard spots that I really love. Right here, pre-blizzarding to really get them start to clump. And if you get a perfect clump, is what I like to call it. So this is where I max rank blizzard, because I know I can hit them all. I know I can do big damage and get the most work out of my mana. If any zombie gets there, you're just being greedy and it's not worth. You can also then get a blizzard if you're quick enough right here and get them all clumped up. As you can see, some of them resisted, and this is going to pose a little annoyance for us, but we can always just keep jumping back and forth, keep putting blizzard down, and we will get it. So you just gotta be patient, go with it. You can always just simply AFK and jump back and forth. So like I'm gonna do a little reset here. Bam, we put down that blizzard that we've been putting down, and that will hopefully catch them all up, get them nice and clumped yet again. We're gonna put down another small one here just to help them get back together, and then we are going to jump here. And then we can use a mana pot, use our gem. Anytime you're low on mana, you can do that. I'm going to this blizzard spot to hopefully tag them all. If you see them all get hit by it and they're nice and clumped, you can do a max rank blizzard here just to really make sure you get the damage in. But only do this if you don't see any resistances or any runners, because if you do see that, you're going to not get it that way. So I'm just going to rinse and repeat. I don't like to greed the blizzards at all, otherwise it causes problems. But now that we have a nice clump, we're just going to be AoEing them down. So this can take quite a long time, so I am now going to cut it, but this is just what I'm doing with the blizzards to hopefully show you guys what the pulls can look like and what you can do with them. So I'm going to cut it here, and I'll show you the end that we killed them all. So see you then, you guys. So I just finished clearing all the zombies. As you can see, we're going to loot it. You can get a ton, but what I wanted to share with you is jumping here. So what I like to do is aim for this little corner that you see in the center of my screen. So because every time you do that, you can jump, and as long as you hold down that W key, you will not fail. You just aim for the corner. It can be the weirdest looking. You can hit the corner as much as you want, and you will always be able to do it. You can always go for the flawless one, but it takes a lot of practice. So the first time you're in here, I would literally sit here and do this about 100 times to make sure that you have it down pat, because when you're doing it mid-blizzard, it can be really, really intense. And if you fall and fail, so like I'm gonna fall right here, okay, I'm not, but if you fall, what you want to do is just blink here as fast as possible to recover and get to this area before you fail, because they will then run down here and head right to you. So if they're on this side and do it, then you're pretty much dead. Honestly, there's not much you can do, because there's no real easy way to get up here on this side. If that happens, you might want to try to run through them and do a little reset, but that's going to be your best choice. But anyway, guys, that is it. When you're a higher level, you can also pull scarabs, so I'll try to do it at 44, but it is really toxic. But I'll try to do that to show you guys exactly, but it's the same process. You pull all the scarabs, you bring them up here, and then you just cast blizzard. The problem is that some of them are 46, which means they're going to resist your blizzard, and they're a nightmare to clump up, and it's not really worth it to do the scarabs. But just for that, I'll show you guys how to pull them and do my best to sort of clump them up and get them going. An important thing to note as well is do not kill them on this hill right here, otherwise you will not be able to loot them. So if you care about loot and gold and money, then make sure you do not do that. But anyway, I'm going to go pull the scarabs and show you guys how to do that, so I'll see you then. Guys, even setting up the scarab pull, I died terribly. So scarab pull is pretty hard to do, but essentially you kill the patrols, you kill the martyr guy, and then you just pull the scarabs. They social really well, so you want to start in the back corner, and then you run your way all the way up there. You go to the safe spot, but you turbo up the safe spot, and then you just do the pull like I just showed you for the zombies. However, you do not reset them, and then you just bring them all over there. If you tag them while you're up top there, you're fine too. That's how you keep them engaged. Do not let them disengage, and then just keep going. Otherwise, they are going to despawn, and then it's a pain in the butt to get them all together. But anytime you die, always go ahead and reset your instance. I also like to have my hearth set to gadgets in, and then I will invite a friend, and then I will log off to sort of ghetto hearth. But Anyway guys, that is the full explanation for CG, explained in as many details as I possibly can. The setup, the gear, everything I use, and it is some of the best XP per hour that you can get as a mage. You can do this from 42 to 53 if you are really trying to get as much as possible. It's quite nutty. And then from 53 onward, you can go to EPL, you can go to BRD. There's just so many things you can do. But anyway, I truly hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps a lot of you young aspiring mages out. And most importantly, huge shout out to my boy Snapcaster. He is on Twitch. He does a lot of kata raids, but he is really cool and taught me everything I know how to do this, and definitely would not be able to sort of show you this without having shadowed him for a few hours. So anyway guys, I truly hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye bye. Hey you. Yes you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.